Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi viewers. Today I'm in Oldham. I'm going to try out this restaurant called The Grill, and it's owned by Junaid Bhai and partners, and it's supposed to be amazing, a fascinating place, and they do some great food. And I'd like to do a little review. I've not told them that I'm coming there, so I'm going to do a little review and I'm going to let you know how good it is. And it should be nice because I've not had a meal all day and I'm quite hungry. So let's go inside. And with me I have EJ Sam, another brother from another mother. And
Assalamu alaikum, guys.
And we both are going to try this grill place and see how it is. We're going to have some nice dishes, yeah?
I certainly hope so.
So let's go inside and see what it's like.
Let's. They're opening at the end of the month.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So guys, we're here in Oldham, Manchester, at this fabulous, amazing place called The Grill. And with me I have my brother EJ Sam. EJ Sam,
Yes, sir.
tell us a little bit about Oldham, Manchester with the food trend. Is there a lot of restaurants, takeaways in this area?
I think, to be honest with you, like in comparison to other places, I think in general, doesn't matter what colour, what creed you are, everyone loves food.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, whether it's, like pizza, doner kebabs, or just plain old simple fish and chips, whatever tickles your fancy, everyone loves food. But I must admit, like I'm originally from down south.
Okay.
So when I came over here, I realised that people like to socialise and like to, eat at the same time. And it's like in the north. I think our Bengalis are more like Italians. We like to eat good food, we like to talk, get in touch with family, and that sort of stuff. So that's the thing. I'm going to keep it nice and brief. That's the main thing that we find here in the northwest about food, family, friends, and we gather around. It's all about good food, good company.
100%. Let's talk about what we ordered today. So if you'd like to tell us what we ordered today, guys.
Today, this is a thali for two, and on the thali for two we've got tandoori wings, like niblets. We've got tandoori chicken. We've got seekh kebab. We've got akhni, Deshi style akhni. We've got chapati. We've got chicken curry. We've got jockey's whips. In other words, chips.
Should we get stuck in and let the viewers know how it is?
Why not?
After you, sir. Age before beauty.
Oh, go on then. I'm going to start with a nibbler
Okay.
and a few fries.
And I think this is called a tawa. Tawa is very popular in a lot
Tawa
of places.
thali, yeah.
And I don't know where it originally started from, but I always like having a bit of tawa because you have a choice of everything.
It's mainly to do with the actual dish. The actual cooking dish is
Okay.
actually called tawa.
Okay. So guys, as you can see, I've got a few chapatis now. I've got some chicken curry. And I think I'm going to have some of this biryani. Oh, seekh kebab actually.
Why not?
And biryani. And I will tell you how it tastes. But by looking at it, it looks really amazing. It doesn't look too greasy whatsoever. And it looks really nice, really tempting. And you have actually a good choice of everything. And for two people, Sambai, I think this is
Ample, more than enough. More than enough.
And I believe it is actually value for money.
It is, yeah.
It's definitely for value for money. So you tell us, please.
It's
after
only like 20 quid,
Yeah.
and plus you get a cup of chai as well.
Yeah.
And it's not like
So,
just your normal chai.
Let's try this tandoori wings
Yeah.
or chicken wings, and
Yeah.
let's tell you how it tastes. Bismillah. It's quite nice. I would say
Spiced
still
nicely.
the chicken is cooked right. It's nice and soft, succulent. It's not overspiced. But no, definitely. I like it. It's really nice, guys.
You carry on talking. I'm too
So
busy eating.
I'm not just saying it, but I've always heard a lot of nice things about Oldham Manchester, and I'm really happy I've actually tried this place. And I would definitely recommend this place. And I'm gonna try a few more different things. As you know, my background is from the restaurant industry. I've been in the restaurant trade over 20 years. I've had a few places myself, so I do know a little bit about food. But no, I think it looks really nice. It's clean, and they've gave us a big choice, a nice choice of everything. They've got good variety. Now let's try the sheikh kebab. I believe this is the chicken shish kebab.
Yes.
I actually like chicken shish kebab because a lot of times you have meat, and chicken is definitely more healthy for you. So this is the chicken shish kebab. One thing I've noticed, they've just prepared everything fresh.
Yeah.
A lot of times when you have food that's been left there for a few hours or so, you can tell. But I think everything, they just cooked it fresh for us. I'm actually trying the tandoori chicken now. And tandoori chicken is one of my favourite. Normally when you go to a restaurant, the tandoori chicken is always red.
Yep.
They use a lot of colouring. But this tandoori chicken, they've not actually used much colouring whatsoever. I think they've kept it quite natural, the natural colours.
Yep.
And they've maybe just used a little bit of haldi, but it tastes really nice. I can taste a little bit of lemon because they have used a citrus and lemon flavour. But I must say it's really nice, really delicious.
It's very moist as well.
Very moist as well. Somebody, what kind of food do you normally enjoy having?
I enjoy all sorts of food.
Okay, so you're not just a bata Hariman.
No, no.
As they say, masibate,
Bengali.
Bengali. So you're not always a
No,
masman,
no.
you're more of
I mean, one look at my belly is testament enough.
mashallah.
Yeah, I mean, they're honey, they're balaba.
I don't think I'll have this one because
Sweet
this
chili.
is extremely hot.
Sweet chili.
Let's just try a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Sweet chili.
As you know, guys, I'm a bit of a comedian, so I need to tell you a joke. Recently, I went to a restaurant with my friends, and I'm not going to name the restaurant. And the next table, there was 4 gentlemen there having their power. So he actually called the boss or the manager over and said, "Excuse me, sir, there's a problem with our dish. I think the dish is too salty." So you know what the boss did, the owner did? He came out to the table, he got a chapati like this, he ripped the chapati, he put his chapati into the dish, he tasted it and he goes, "No, there's nothing wrong with that, it's perfectly fine." What do you think of that? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, the guy actually verified, the complaint.
But when you've got 4 people eating, your family, someone just goes in your food, rips the food, tasted it.
I mean, in general, I don't think it's acceptable here, but in Desh, probably, yeah.
Yeah, so I found it a little bit bizarre because I would never do that. I would maybe go and see in the kitchen if there's any food left to taste it, or if he says, "Look, can I take this and change it for you?" But you can't just go into someone else's dish.
Help yourself.
So I found that quite bizarre. Anyway, I must say the food is delicious. I would definitely give it maybe a 9 out of 10. Value. The value, I think, is about £20.
£20, yeah.
We've not paid yet, but I think this meal might be on the house.
You never know, if you're lucky.
It's £20. But no, I love it. I definitely recommend Grill, and I will be speaking to Junaid Bhai in a few minutes when he comes, because he's over there.
He's having special munchies of his own.
So,
I'm enjoying the food.
yeah, enjoy it. Now, going on to something else. A lot of people say our food is very unhealthy, Indian food. Would you agree with that?
Not necessarily.
Please elaborate.
Not necessarily, because it all comes down to how you cook it, what dishes you're looking at.
Okay.
There are some dishes that you need certain ingredients, otherwise the dish wouldn't be the dish specified. Some dishes you can make small alterations. For example, if you're cooking curry, you know, you can use alternatives like healthier alternatives. For example, olive oil, rapeseed oil. There are certain dishes where you definitely need ghee. You know, you can alternate it with vegetable ghee. So there are alternatives, and also portion control is big.
Yeah.
You know, our food is rich. You know, high in calorie, high in fat content, but it's absolutely delicious and to die for.
And let's talk about the fish dishes. As you know, as I said, my favorite Bengali. Talk about our fish dishes.
Well, what can I say? I mean, because we're a nation, you know, born out of water, our country is full of rivers. Our country is like full of deltas, rivers, and in that, as you can imagine, you know, like the natural staple diet would be fish, and then you know we have other staples, for example, rice. So that's where the word, you know, the saying came from, "Masse bata Bengali,"
Yeah.
because rice, we have lush fields of rice paddy. We have loads and loads of, you know, rivers spanning across the whole of the country. Some of the rivers are flowing from India, from the Indian Sea, etc., etc. And the fish, the variety of fish is unbelievable. We have so many
Which is
varieties.
your favorite fish?
Has to be Ilish.
Yes, thank you. That's my favorite. But I like to have actually the Ilish's enda.
Oh,
Dim.
that is
Delicious.
beautiful.
The fish itself is very tasty fish, but it's too many bones, so it's quite hard.
It
But
takes a
other
long
than
time.
That, it's actually amazing fish. Very delicious.
So what else?
Now that we've covered fish, now that we've covered this dish, I'd like to talk about something else.
Sure.
These days, eating out, it's become more of a trend, a fashion.
It's a convenience, really.
A lot of people don't like to eat at home. I think you should have that balance. You can eat out and as well cook at home.
Absolutely.
Because it's more cheaper, obviously, if you're on a budget.
Yeah.
And my concern is the new generation. The easiest option to find is burgers,
Yeah.
doners. Let's talk a little like that. Because our younger generations, they just die.
See, the thing is, you know, like people at our age group, you know, we're a bit more conscious about what we eat. Our previous generation, for example, our parents, our uncles, they were very, very conscious about what they eat. You know, if they would eat roughly, you know, fish twice a week, they would eat vegetable at least 4 times a week.
Yes.
One of Bengali staple dietary side dishes is tarka dal. You know, dal has to be cooked at least 3 times a week.
Yes.
Every household. Some households, you know, it's like a staple. They have it at least 5 times a week.
And if you look at people, guys, these days, they have so much of unhealthy food. That's why they suffer from all sorts of diseases and illnesses. And they say the main problem is the food. It's the food we have. And because of that, that's why we have so many problems.
The thing is, you know, like when you look at South Asian diet, and at the same time you're looking at South Asian ailments, the common ones are like cholesterol, high cholesterol, heart diseases based on that, high blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes being a major one. More or less, you know, like it's like we're genetically cursed to actually be endowed with one of these elements, if not all of them. So yes, diet does play a part, but don't forget, our South Asian diet was actually designed for a climate that is far more warmer than it is in the UK.
Yes.
And the UK climate, for example,
We have everything frozen.
yeah, it's not just that, it's the weather. You know, we hardly, you know, like warm our bodies up and so on and so forth.
You come down, sit down.
So ultimately, what happens is, because of less activity, we're inactive most of the time. And at the same time, some people work in offices. Again, it's a serene job where you're, you know, sedated, virtually sedated. You sat on a chair, 9 to 5. You only get up for small breaks or a coffee break, and that's about it. That's as much exercise you get.
Yes.
Over the weekend, maybe you'll be playing a bit of footy with the kids. Other than that, we don't have activities.
Well, my point was, and I think you have explained it, eating healthy is so important. And get your kids to have everything, not just burgers, not just kebabs or kebabs. Get them to eat healthy food as well, encourage that. And health is
Well,
wealth.
you see, one thing I started to instill in my children is I encourage them to eat a lot of vegetables. For example, everyone knows what a shepherd's pie is.
Yes.
Shepherd's pie is basically salt and pepper, minced meat, a few peas, covered with mashed potatoes, baked until crispy. In my house, what we do, we put half minced meat, half mixed vegetables. For example, baby carrots, cauliflower. We use, you know, like broccoli. Sometimes, you know, like sugar snaps.
Broccoli, mate, is a superfood.
Yes, it is.
Broccoli is so important. Avocado, so important.
Avocado, yeah.
Even beetroot. There's so many veggies that are super food, and you need to eat them.
And it's fun. You know, like when you mention avocados, you know, if you make a salsa with avocado and eat it with nachos.
Definitely.
And the nachos that you should really use is the unsalted one. Not the salted one, the
So
unsalted.
I would encourage a lot of restaurants, a lot of restaurateurs watching. Please do introduce a lot of healthy food and even salad and also. So you've got a bit of everything. You've got your protein, you've got your vitamins,
Carbs.
your minerals, your carbs.
Yep.
You have a balance of everything. And
Yep.
It's so important to have a proper balanced diet.
Indeed. Indeed.
But I think we've more or less we've covered everything.
Yeah.
And we'll just do a short interview. with
And at the
Chef
same
Junaid
time,
Bhai.
we're eating as well.
Yeah, and definitely, guys, Indian food is one of the biggest industries in UK.
Yeah. We have what, over 12,000 restaurants?
Yeah, and believe it or not, most of the Indian restaurants are owned by.
Bangladeshis.
Yes, thank you. Would you like to tell a little about confusion? Some people think, which one's Bangladeshi, which one's Kashmiri, which one's Indian? This Indian's no good because I went to the last one. Because so many, don't get confused, so many Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi.
You see, the main thing that you need to consider here is look at India as a whole. Don't forget, once upon a time, Pakistan, Bangladesh was a part of India. So when Indian food actually came to the, came to Europe, this is going back to the days of Queen Victoria.
Yes.
So it's like late 18th, early 19th century. So Indian restaurants have been going for a better part of almost 100 years. So realistically, you know, like when we look at exotic foods, Indian food was actually considered royal exotic food because the native food was fairly bland, you know, only had a few herbs and a few spices. But at the same time, what happens is when the Brits actually discovered various different spices in Morocco, India, then they realized, wow, there's a whole new world of flavor out there. You know, a standard grilled fish will never be the same. And that's where the boom happened. And from there, the confusion is that even though Bangladesh, Pakistan was a part of India, every single region has their own speciality. For example, what is Yorkshire known for? The Yorkshire puds.
Yes.
What is fish and chips known for? All the coastal towns are known for their fish and chips. So exactly the same way, you know, all these various different regions were known for, like Gujarat, for example. Gujarat is known for their vegetarian dishes. I mean, wow, they know how to work the
They do.
veggies.
They do. It's like whenever you go to Leicester, the majority of the restaurants are vegetarian.
Yeah, and they're owned
hard
by
to find
the
in-
Sikh community.
And one more thing I'd like to say, guys, the Bangladeshi people, the most people that are successful are because of this trade, this trade. Majority of Bangladeshi people, you see, successful businessmen with a lot of wealth, they have mainly generated from
The restaurant business.
Indian restaurant trade business. And that is a true fact.
It is. And just to elaborate more on the Indian restaurant, Bangladeshi restaurant, Kashmiri restaurant confusion, up until recently, everyone was actually calling their restaurant, their establishment, Indian.
Yes, yes.
And
thank you.
even though, you know, a lot of customers had this confusion, as Ashbay earlier on said, that, oh, I've had the same curry, but it's totally different. For example, the UK's one of the UK's popular curries, the Madras. Now, in South India, or the Madrasi guys, Madrasi people, they like their food hot, and that's where the name Madras, the term Madras, was coined up. In Bangladesh, there is no such thing as a Madras. In Pakistan, there is no such thing as a Madras. Madras comes from the actual area, Madras. It's a South Indian name.
Next, the tikka masala. Please talk about that.
Oh, tikka masala. Legend has it that tikka masala was created in Scotland. Legend further has it that a customer wanted a curry that was tomato-ish and creamy and very smooth, but cooked with chicken, which was also, you know, like sort of marinated, cooked in a clay oven. So the chef, as legend has it, I don't know exactly the full details, or I can't verify it, but this is what I've heard over the years. The chef opened a can of tomato soup and he created the first chicken tikka masala out of that.
Look at that. Wow.
How much it's true or not, it's for you guys to find out. The info is actually on the web.
Next, let's talk about Bombay duck. Please elaborate. What is Bombay duck? I know, but for the viewers.
Bombay duck. The name is so misleading, it's unbelievable. The name actually sort of gives you an inkling saying, right, it could be dried duck strips. It's like duck jerky or something, jerk duck. But no, it's not. It's totally different. It's actually dried fish. And the way they prepare it is there's dry boneless fish steaks or fillets. They're made into strips, long strips, and deep fried. So, you know, like the pores and all the fibers open up and they take on the nice roasted aroma. Best devoured with a nice wedge of lemon and some raw onions. Absolutely divine. Sadly, I don't think many restaurants do Bombay duck anymore. That's one thing I really miss from the good old days.
So guys, just before I end the vlog, I'd like to speak to Junaid Bhai about this establishment, this amazing establishment. And now I'm having this special chai. It's actually made with morsa gur. And we're having some traditional muri. Anyway, Junaid Bhai, আপনি কি তাহলে ভালো আছেন জি? আপনার এস্টাবলিশমেন্ট তখন থেকে শুরু করে আমার কাছে খুব সুন্দর লাগছে ডিজাইন কনসেপ্ট কালার সবগুলা আর আপনার থিমগুলা খুব সুন্দর লাগছে প্লাস আমি খানিও যে থাওয়া খাইছি আমার খুব ভালো লাগছে দর্শকলে কিছু কোক আপনার ব্যবসা
What can I say? I'm follow. Thank you. After visit person so far, as well as behind the scene, DJ Sambai. Thank you. My one of only director, Islamuddin, famous actor. Okay. After question, is place the grill.
Sit down, boy.
Grill we created from our own creative mind. Actually, I'm living in Oldham nearly over 10-12 years. আমি ফেস করছি সোলার ফটো অলওয়েজ ফেস করছি যে মানুষের লাগে নিট কিনা অলওয়েজ আমি যেগুলো নিট করছি ওলা ফিল করছি আরও মানুষ যারা আমার ফ্রেন্ড ফ্যামিলি আত্মীয় স্বজন আছেন আমার কলিগ সকল আছেন অলওয়েজ দেখছি তারার মাঝেও কিছু জিনিস সকল মিসিং যারা ফিল করবেন সব মিসিং ফিলিং সকলরে আমি একলগে অ্যাডজাস্ট করিয়া রিল প্লেসে ক্রিয়েট করছি উইচ ইজ ব্রেকফাস্ট লাঞ্চ as well as
আচ্ছা ব্রেকফাস্ট অনেক কিছু খাবি আপনার ফটোগুলো দেখছি অনেক সুন্দর আপনি বাংলাদেশি ব্রেকফাস্ট হবে বাংলাদেশি ব্রেকফাস্টটা কিতা কিতা আপনারা তৈরি করেন
you know আপনি যদি আমার always যে you know PBTV always আমার যদি কোনো শট থাকে কোনো সময় আমি শট পাই আমি একটা জিনিস always কইয়া থাকি যে দ্বিতীয় বাংলা খ্যাত ওল্ডাম বাংলাদেশি বসবাস এক লোকে ইয়েস অনেকে কোন বার্মিংহাম সেকেন্ড ইয়েস লার্জেস্ট কমিউনিটি হিসাবে বাংলাদেশি বার্মিংহাম বাট এখানেও থাকা টুগেদার থাকার মাঝে কিন্তু সেকেন্ড লার্জেস্ট কমিউনিটি লন্ডনের বাদেও ব্রিটেনের পরেও ওল্ডাম এই জায়গার মাঝে আপনি বাংলাদেশি ট্রেডিশনাল কিছু নাই আমরা মিস করি
ঠিক আছে
and which is when I came in 2006 or 2007 sometime from London to Oldham আমি ফার্স্ট বাংলাদেশি নিউজ পেপার আমি স্টার্ট করছিলাম মাত্র যার সময়ের বাদ থেকে আমি স্লোলি এভরি গ্যাপ যতটা গ্যাপ অকল থাকে সবসময় ওই গ্যাপগুলো ফিল আপ করা লাগে আমি ট্রাই করি তো গ্রিলও পার্ট অফ ওয়ান অফ গ্যাপ ফিলিং
আর নাস্তার কথা
আর নাস্তা যে কইরা আবু যা কইলাম বাংলাদেশি ট্রেডিশনাল কিছু নাই আমরা পরোটা দেখবো হ্যান্ডমেড পরোটা দিয়ে আমরা ক্রিয়েট করছি আমরা বলে দেশি বানাইল পরোটা সপ্তাহে পরোটা দিয়ে মানুষ খায় ডাইল সবজি যেগু আমরা বাংলাদেশের জিন্দাবাজার খোকা আর লালবাজার খোকা বন্দর খোকা যে জায়গা দিয়ে আমরা অরিজিনাল আলু ভাজি ডাইল সানার ডাইল যেটা আমরা পরোটা ভিজাইয়া খাই ও ট্রেডিশনটা আমি ঘুরাইয়া আনছি গ্রিলর মাঝে
আর কই যাইবার গেছে যাইবে আপনি কিছু খোকা যেনে যারা দর্শক আছে যেটা আপনার রেস্টুরেন্টের সম্বন্ধে
It's brilliant response from the community. খালি বাংলাদেশি কমিউনিটি নাই আমরা বিভিন্ন পাকিস্তানি কমিউনিটি and the English community তারা ট্রাই করে but surprisingly to see English community তারা আমরা দেশি ব্রেকফাস্ট হয়ে ট্রাই করতেছে so which is quite good and something new and the good feedback is that মানুষ আগে যাইতো বাড়াইয়া ওল্ডাম থেকে বাড়াইয়া ম্যানচেস্টার ইন্ডিয়া দূরে গিয়া খাইতো but we didn't realize Ilahan responsible manage the Baregi and breakfast high, so which is quite new and very good.
Brilliant. Islam Bhai, would you like to add anything, please?
First, Assalamu alaikum. আমি আসলে সবসময় হয়ে যাই আমার টিভির সিও জুনেদ ভাই প্লাস আমার ব্রডকাস্টার টেকনিশিয়ান জাহেদ plus thank you AJ Bhai for covering this and our friend Ash Bhai all the way from Sheffield আসলে জুনেদ ভাই যে জিনিস একটা আছে না এটা ম্যাজিক টাচ সো জুনেদ ভাই কাছে ই ম্যাজিক টাচ আছে যে জিনিস যে জিনিস আর দেন এটা শোনার মতন হয়ে যায় গোল্ড হয়ে যায় ফার্স্ট টাইম 2006-2007 হয়েছেন আমি তো ওল্ডাম ছোটো কথা শেয়ার হয়েছি আমরা কোনো নিউজ পেপার আসি না আমি বাংলা মতো হইতাম কারণ ফার্স্ট যদি ভাই হইয়া গেছেন পেপারের নাম দর্শন প্রবাস বাংলা নিউজ পেপার সবাই এইটা হয় প্রবাস বাংলা যে এস্টাবলিশ হয়েছে সবাই যখন অ্যাডভার্টাইজ দিতা হটা কোনো সময় আছে তোমার একটা বিজনেসের দরকার দিলাও লক স্মিথ তুমি চিন্তাই না প্রবাস বাংলাতে যে অ্যাডভার্টাইজ দিত তো আমরা ওখান দেখে আমরা জানিতাম কোনো একটা দোকান আছে
সুন্দর একটা প্ল্যাটফর্ম
আছে রাইট ওকে এটাতে কি বাজে আমরা পিভিটিভি এখন আমরা পিভিটিতে কি আমরা গৌরব ভাইয়া উইথ দ্য ফিঙ্গার টিপস উই নো এভরিথিং about what's happening kunano ki to now so all credit goes to Junaid Bhai for bringing the community together and final the third attempt nison jene grill jene is unbelievable আপনার গর আজকে আপনার মেহমান আইছেন কি আপনার ফেরের মধ্যে 5-6 জন লই আপনি গর গিয়া কিলা বইবা আপনি কিবা ছোট রুমও বইছেন কটা রুম থাকবো 2 রুম থাকবো ফ্যামিলি এনভায়রনমেন্ট আপনি গর বইছেন আপনার ছেলে সন্তান আছেন বউ আছেন বাচ্চা আছে তারা ডিস্টার্ব দিব ফ্রেন্ড মধ্যে বইছেন অন্য আইউকা গরো না বই অন্য চা নাস্তা হরুকা ই ফ্রি অনলি টক করলাম আপনার লেট দ্য ফ্যামিলি স্টে অ্যাট হোম তারা খেলাধুলা
প্রাইসও হিলা
নো ভ্যালি ফর মনি সো এটা একটা দেশের মতন যে আমরা বাজারও গেলে জেনে আমরা সার স্টোর জেনে আছে জেনে আমরা বুঝে আড্ডা মারি যেটা দিস ইজ ইকুইভ্যালেন্ট টু বাংলাদেশ socializing ওদিন আপনি আইছেন আপনি ইয়া জেনে একটা প্রোগ্রাম করা জেনে আমরা লইয়া জেনে গফ করা ইউ ফিল লাইক হোম
স্পেশালি আইসি ও সাহাইব লাগে আমার তো ভালো লাগছে মোসাগুলো
ইগু মিস করছইন আপনি যদি এড করে মিস করছইন ইগু ফার্স্ট ইন রমজান টাইম
আলাদা একটা রমজান না আমরা জেনে থেরাপি করে ইয়া খাইতাম সরি ভাই আমরা ফাঁক থাকতো এখানে আর অত সুন্দর লাগতো আনন্দ লাগতো দেশের লাগান
And next time for Thailand.
Definitely. If you come to next Ramadan, you will see more modernized, more people are
Inshallah.
coming with different
Last
ideas.
message কোনটা রাখলে হইলো
Okay. All I want to say, thank you. And আমরা গ্রিল ক্রিয়েট করছি ফর কমিউনিটি লাগি, কমিউনিটির বেস, কমিউনিটির প্লেস অ্যান্ড কমিউনিটির আড্ডা প্লেস। স্পেশালি রমজানও আমরা যে ইউজ রেসপন্স পাইছি কমিউনিটি থেকে।
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna never ever forget, and I always respect my community. Always they supporting me, always they supporting me, and PBTP as well as Grill. Like Grill যে support করছেন, আমি always তারা কাছে ঋণী থাকবো। Please support us and help to promote something for community. Thank you.
Guys, thank you very much for watching. And if you're nearby in Oldham, Manchester, please come and visit this place. I've truly had an amazing time, amazing experience. I don't know how much the bill is yet because I've not paid it, but the food is delicious.
এই যে ভাই পয়সা দিবা
So definitely try this grill. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
আল্লাহি
barakatuh.
ওয়া বারাকাতুহু
I'll let a photo to the local side.